Book 12, Lesson 4, Hunting and Fishing. Book 12, Test Names. You will see these names on the test. Ann, Dan, Pam, Ron, Sue, Tim, Tom. Book 12, Test Names, Part 2. You will also see these names on the test. Amy, Bill, Jane, John, Kay, Mary, Tina. You will see these titles on the test. Doctor, Nurse, Mr., Mrs., Ms. Fluency Practice. Fluency Practice, Book 12, Lesson 1. Book 12, Lesson 1, Fluency Practice. Book 12, Lesson 2, Fluency Practice. Book 12, Lesson 3, Fluency Practice. Fluency Practice, Book 12, Lesson 4. Decoding Review. Words that end with tion are nouns. Pronunciation Practice.
farther, further,
Book 12, Lesson 4, Facilitative Vocabulary. Repeat the following. Number 1, club, finishers, unloaded, rabbit, shotgun, target, trigger. Club, finishers, unloaded, rabbit, target, trigger. What is a noun? Nouns act as the naming words in a sentence. They can function as the subject, who or what the sentence is about, or object, who or what receives the action. What is a noun? A noun is a person, place, or a thing. A noun is a person, place, or a thing. Book 12, Lesson 4, Nouns. Repeat after hearing the word. Number 1, country, deer, duck, fishing rod, gun, instructions, line, outdoors, own, pistol, plenty, shot, walk, weapon. Say the word that describes the picture. Country, country. Are you from the country or the city? Deer. Are there deer in Saudi Arabia? Fish. Have you ever caught a fish? Have you ever eaten fish? Fishing rod. Have you ever seen a fishing rod? Have you ever used a fishing rod? Guns. Do you have any guns at your house? Instructions. Do you know how to follow instructions? Line. Have you ever seen fishing line? Outdoors. Indoors. Pistol. Did you ever shoot a pistol? Plenty. Does Saudi Arabia produce plenty of hay? Rifle. Have you used a rifle to hunt? Walk. Have you ever done a fod walk? Weapons. What is a verb? A verb is a word that shows action, state of being, or occurrence in a sentence. It tells what the subject does, is, or experiences. What is a verb? A verb is an action word. A verb is an action word. Book 12, Lesson 4. Verbs. 1. To catch, to fish, to go, to hunt, to kill, to practice, to prepare, to shoot, used to, would. Say the word that describes the picture. To catch. Would you catch a fish if you could? To fish. Would you like to go fishing with her? To hunt. Do you like to hunt? To kill. Have you ever killed a goat? To practice. Does he need to practice more? To prepare. What dish can you prepare? To shoot. Does she know how to shoot? Book 12, Lesson 4. Other words. Repeat after hearing the word. Other words. Number 1. All over. Farther. Further. Hard. High. In the open. Indoors. Low. More. Once. Outdoors. Out of doors. Own. Several. Slow. Twice. Whole. Zebra. Complete the sentences using the correct word. He ran all over the yard. She ran farther. Farther is a distance. This work is hard. She is high in the tower. He is lower. He is in the open. Can I have some more, please? I have been to Taif once this year. The arrow is pointing outside. The arrow is pointing indoors. She likes the out of doors. This is one apple. These are two apples. Here are several apples. This animal is fast. This animal is slow. I've had the vaccine twice. This is a whole pizza. This is a slice of pizza. Book 12, Lesson 4, Grammar. Farther is a measure of distance. Further refers to an idea. Book 12, Lesson 4, Test Practice. Comparatives using ER. John runs slower than Jim does. Grammar using comparative adverbs with ER. What is an adverb? An adverb is a word that modifies or describes a verb, adjective, another adverb, or even an entire sentence. Adverbs often tell how, when, where, or to what extent something happens. What does an adverb do? An adverb describes a verb. An adverb describes a verb. Book 12, Lesson 4. Test Practice. Using used to. Page 104. Grammar. Using used to talk about the past. Used to describes a repeated action. It happened regularly, or something that existed in the past, but not anymore. He used to have long hair. He no longer has long hair. Book 12, Lesson 4, Test Practice. Using would to talk about the past. Grammar. Using would to talk about the past. Using would to talk about the past. When I was a student, I would go to class every day. Book 12, Lesson 5. Textbook, page 118. Choose the correct answer. Where do you live now? On base. I've lived here for a year. Mel hasn't eaten in that restaurant for many years. The biplane is flying lower than the other because it's slower. The Smiths arrived an hour ago. We didn't expect them to arrive so early. After 4 years, he got a diploma from high school. Let's go hunting this weekend. If you have time to travel this summer, where will you go? Have you seen the new movie yet? They offered me a job, but I had to say no. I don't like the weather here. It's very unpleasant. Do you know what you want? Did you make up your mind? They haven't called my name yet. Was the trip interesting? Book 12, Lesson 4, Evaluation Exercise F. Choose the correct answer. Brenda got up earlier than Sue. Did you used to play football in high school? Anne wanted to swim, so she went to the lake. Years ago, I used to go to the beach every weekend. We can wash small cars faster than big cars. Anne tried to fix her fan, but it still doesn't work. I used to live in Paris 10 years ago. Where did you used to go fishing? You enjoy playing soccer if you play every weekend. Who shoots straighter than Laura? Would you study every night when you were in high school? Who used to play with toy soldiers? She can drive to work or take the bus. John runs slower than Jim does. If Rhonda is home this weekend, she will give you a call. Tom's dog got loose, but he was able to catch it again. Anne didn't have enough cash, so she wrote a check. I like soccer. It's exciting. Bob has a math course in school this year. Have you ever driven 800 miles in a day? Tina might call her friend, or she may write him a letter. The leaves on the trees are not moving. There is no wind today. Dana's not interested in that book. Are you living in the same apartment? No, we moved. We no longer live there. Be very careful with guns, or you could hurt someone. Do you know Mr. Smith? Yes, I have known Mr. Smith for 5 years. If you look out the window, you can see the sun. Bill started his homework 15 minutes ago, and he's already finished. When I worked in an office, I used to make a lot of calls. Kim has waited for the doctor since 8 a.m. After my operation, I was out of shape. Everything I did was very tiring. He said he was going to ride his bike today. Bob has been to New York before. I have been working very hard this year. I could use a vacation. When I was a student, I would go to class every day. I don't know. She could have other things to do. Can you help me solve this math problem? He said he wasn't happy with his test score.